to be honest. I'm sorry for you guys that live in Cebu or live in the Philippines. I know this video might hurt you a little bit, especially Filipino people. They're so proud of their country. It was all like an internal struggle. I was seeing everything in a dark way. Also, like walking around the city was a bit of a struggle. I talked with my friends, I talked with my family, and all of them told me, Gabi, just leave the Philippines.
You cannot force yourself to put on a happy face when you are not feeling like it, when you want to stay authentic. So I've been in that situation where I reached a travel fatigue and I was just like, oh man, I cannot. Like, another day, another reaction video. What's up, Philippines? Welcome back to, your host Nelly, who is going to react to all the topics around the Philippines. Today I am reacting to a content creator that stated why I left the Philippines. And it's with a sad emoji, crying emoji, and I just got intrigued. I don't know, thumbnail was very appealing. He did a really good job, so I need to see what this video is about. Let's get into it.
So here I am, back in Bangkok, Thailand. I left the Philippines and I came back to Thailand after only 2 weeks. I was planning to stay much longer than that, but in this video I will explain you what happened and the reason why I left the Philippines. Let's begin. By the way, guys, this is Chakiti Park. It's a beautiful park in the heart of Bangkok, right in the city center. You have this very nice park where you can walk around.
Okay, so
relax,
he apparently lives in Bangkok.
It's really nice. So let's begin by explaining you what was my original plan in the Philippines. The idea was to spend like 1 month or 2 months or 3 months in the Philippines, arrive in Manila, buy a motorbike, and then start to explore the Philippines by motorbike. I usually do that on my channel. I've done that in Thailand many times. I own a motorbike here in Thailand. I've done that in Vietnam. I rented a motorbike and then for 1 month I explored Vietnam. And I've also done it in India recently. I spent 40 amazing
quite
days
an adventure.
in India. So basically my plan was to do the same thing in the Philippines. And because I was thinking that maybe I could spend longer in the Philippines, maybe a few months, I was thinking instead of renting it, let's just buy it and then we'll figure it out from there. And that's when I started to have issues. The first issue was with paperwork, because I actually found a motorbike in Manila that I was interested in. Nice. This is your bike. Good condition, huh? Yeah, man, this bike looks good. 65,000 pesos he wants. I was really convinced to buy. It was a Honda XR 150. I was that close to give the cash to the guy and bring the bike home. But then I started to research online, what do I need to do to transfer the motorbike under my name? And man, it was quite complicated. It took few days. I had to do like a police clearance. I had to hire an attorney. I had to go to 2 or 3 different offices. So I was like, man, I just arrived in Manila and I'm not really willing to go through this paperwork. So let's forget about buying the motorbike. And another reason is that Philippines has more than 7,600 islands. That's insane. And to be honest, go around the Philippines with a motorbike is not really a smart idea, because it's extremely hard to go from one island to another. Some beautiful remote island you cannot really...
I do disagree with this, because there are a lot of ro-ros. So if you know your route, you can just take a ferry from A to B. Works perfectly.
You go with a motorbike, you can just reach those islands by ferry. So to be fair, it was my fault. I should have done more research and I should have decided before that traveling the Philippines with a motorbike is not the best idea. But this is not the real reason why I left the Philippines after only 2 weeks. The real reason is much deeper than that, and it's mental health. Let me explain. If you follow me for long enough, you know that I've struggled basically all my life with mental health issue, especially social anxiety and depression. It really started like in middle school, high school, and then I basically had it all my life. On and off, different cycles, but pretty much it was a constant in my life. And guess what? As soon as I arrived in the Philippines, my mental health started to be a struggle. Until that moment, I was doing well. I was in Thailand, everything was going pretty smooth. I was pretty happy, pretty stable. Everything was going well actually. I was in Phuket with Ploy. My mom also came to visit me. I had friends, so I was in a really good place. And then the moment I arrived in the Philippines, I started to struggle with anxiety, with negative thoughts. And then you add the fact that I was planning to buy a motorbike and it didn't go through. So all my plans were like crumbling, and that also affected my mental health. But the beginning actually was not so bad in Manila, because as soon as I arrived, my friend Alex was there. So we were basically hanging out together. Then he left and I moved alone to Boracay. And that's when I started to really struggle with mental health, because I was there alone. I mean, I was in paradise. You have these incredible white sand beaches, blue water, palm trees, incredible like holiday atmosphere. Everything was just...
Okay, I get it, I get it. If you are alone and you can't share these experiences with somebody else, it does have an impact on your mental health. But you know, for me, traveling the Philippines, I know that wherever you go, you can find friends. It just takes some time. But in general, you're never alone. I always felt like I have a family around me. So I have to continue watching to see what happened.
Amazing in Boracay. Whoa. So beautiful. Unbelievable. It's so beautiful everywhere. But that actually makes the problem worse because I was seeing all this beauty around me and then inside I was feeling like lonely, depressed, with negative thoughts, with social anxiety. And this contrast of the outside world and the inside world was creating even more anxiety. Unfortunately, I have to be honest, guys, even though I stay here in paradise, this incredible place of Boracay for 5 days, I struggled quite a bit with the loneliness because in the past few months, I used to travel with Ploy, with my friend, recently with my mom in Phuket. And coming to this beautiful paradise completely alone, to be honest, it's quite challenging. I really had a hard time. And for me, it's not easy to socialize, to meet new people. I struggle with social anxiety. So it was very frustrating to be like right here in this incredible place and then struggling.
Yeah, for me, it's not a problem to travel by myself. I don't struggle with social anxiety. So whenever I meet somebody, I'm striking a conversation and it's all good. I'm friendly with everyone and I barely ever feel lonely. But I do have to say, when you travel a lot, you are just missing your connections, you know, your roots, your friends and family. So not being able to share these moments with them also has an impact on you.
Mental health, loneliness, depression, anxiety. But yeah, I want to be honest with you in my videos. I want to share also how I feel. There in Boracay, I really realized how important it is to share beautiful places and beautiful experiences with other people, because you can be in the most beautiful place in the world, but if you're alone and your mental state is not in the right place and your emotions are not in the right place, it doesn't matter. You can literally be in paradise, but you will be struggling. And that's exactly what was happening to me. I was struggling with loneliness, and it's there that I started to really think like, man, should I really continue this Philippine tour? Should I really continue to explore? Because even though I go to beautiful places, beautiful island, if inside I still feel like this, then it's not gonna be a pleasant experience. So at that point I decided to leave Boracay, because Boracay is a very touristic place, and after a few days there is not so much to do. I mean, you go to the beach, you eat at the restaurant, you walk around, you can do some shopping, but it's a very small island and it's heavily touristic. So it's nice to go there, spend a few days, just relax, unwind, and then leave and go back to your life. So I left Boracay. Thank you. Nice.
Okay, you love Boracay?
And I thought, let's give a chance to another big city in the Philippines that I heard a lot about, and it's Cebu. So I catch a flight from Boracay to Cebu, and I thought maybe I will like it there, maybe I will enjoy, maybe I can even find an apartment, rent it for a few weeks, relax, take care of my health, take care of my mental health, exercise, eat healthy, kind of rebalance a little bit, and then decide what to do, maybe explore to some other islands in the Philippines. That was kind of my plan B. Made it to Cebu. I'm going to get a grab to my accommodation. Hello, sir.
Okay, Cebu.
But the moment I arrived in Cebu, man, to be honest, I'm sorry for you guys that live in Cebu or live in the Philippines. I know this video might hurt you a little bit, especially Filipino people. They're so proud of their country. It's not about the Philippines or the outside world. It was all like an internal struggle. It was all in my mind. It was all in my emotions. The problem was not with the Philippines, but with my lenses. I was seeing everything in a dark way. But yeah, as soon as I arrived in Cebu, I didn't really like it. I mean, Cebu, there are not really like main things to see, like main attractions. Even though I went to this nice condo in the most developed area, I was right next to IT Park, which is one of the nicest areas in Cebu.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. Wow. That's a really nice studio. You got the kitchen here, the bed here.
And a nice view.
And the view is super cool, man. I guess this is the Ayala shopping mall and the IT Park. I heard this is the center.
I was there just recently. Yeah.
For this one I'm paying, let's see how much I'm paying. I pay 3,300 baht for 3 nights, which is 1,100 baht per night. I think it's a pretty good deal to be in this building and in this area of Cebu.
Yeah, it's a good deal. $32 per night.
I was just 2 minutes walking distance to the Ayala shopping mall, which is one of the best and the biggest shopping mall in Cebu. Even though I was there, I didn't really find my place. Also, like walking around the city was a bit of a struggle. And I spent a few days in Cebu. I was planning to make a video there, but I could feel that my mental health and my anxiety and my negative thoughts, they were starting to get like worse and worse.
Relatable.
I'm struggling a little bit in Cebu. This is a shopping mall. I've been going here every day.
Let me just tell you, when you're a travel content creator, you really get excited to go to new places, but sometimes it's just a struggle. You cannot force yourself to put on a happy face when you are not feeling like it, when you want to stay authentic. So I've been in that situation where I reached a travel fatigue and I was just like, oh man, I cannot. Like, I am here in this most beautiful place ever and I just cannot film a video about it because I'm not feeling it. Like, it's me, it's not the place. So that's why I said it's pretty relatable.
But other than that, I don't really know what to do. And so I talked with Ploy. She was in Bangkok. I talked with my friends. I talked with my family, and all of them told me, Gabi, just leave the Philippines, catch a flight and go back to Thailand. That's where you feel safe. That's where you really enjoy. That's where you have relationships and connections. So just catch a flight and cut this trip short, and you can always come back to the Philippines. And so that's what I did. I booked like an emergency flight late in the evening for the morning after, and already the morning after I was on a flight back to Bangkok, and now here I am back in Bangkok, Thailand. I already feel so much better. All the negative thoughts, all the negative emotions kind of went away. I feel like back at home somehow. Very relaxed. I'm so happy to be with Ploy, and I can definitely say that it was the best decision and the right decision for me. Another big reason why I left the Philippines is what I call paradise overdose. And what I mean by paradise overdose is that I was based for the past 2 or 3 years in Phuket, Thailand. And Thailand, especially Phuket, is like paradise. You have amazing beaches, incredible scenario. It's truly incredible.
I've been there. There's a video on my
is that you
channel,
start to give
life.
beautiful beaches, tropical surrounding, crystal clear water, limestone mountains, all those things, you start to give them for granted. They become your day-to-day life, nothing special, nothing exciting anymore. And especially for me, in the past few weeks, I spent some amazing time in Thailand, and we went to Rasha Island, which is mind-blowing, to Coral Island, to Phi Phi Island, to Krabi, to all the beaches in Phuket. So we have seen some unbelievable places in the past few weeks. And for me to go to the Philippines to see some other incredible tropical islands and tropical paradise and white sand beaches, it was nice, but to be honest, I was not excited. I didn't feel that excitement to like go and see some incredible beaches. And this is
that's what I said. You reach a travel fatigue and then you're just like, nah, whatever, just another nice beach, you know. I do have to say, I'm not that much like him, but I can see why, you know, you get somehow take it for granted, and then you're like, oh, why should I actually go to another country when I just have it in my backyard? That's, you know,
what I call paradise
that's a fair
overdose.
point.
That I had just too much of a paradise. I just spent too much time
It
in
doesn't
beautiful
look happy.
places that I was not excited anymore to discover more in the Philippines. And I thought, this is not fair. It's not fair for me that I have to go even though I don't feel like going. And it's also not fair for the Philippines, because the Philippines, they have the most beautiful beaches and water and island and nature in the world.
Most beautiful beaches in the world.
I want to go there and be excited, have the desire, have the passion to discover, to make videos, to show these incredible places. But the truth is that that fire was not inside of me. I was kind of tired, exhausted. So that's when I realized that it doesn't make any sense to continue to go to Palawan, to see El Nido, to go to Bohol, etc., because it will not make much difference. Luckily, I'm in a position where I do YouTube for living, yes, but the priority is always my passion and my creativity. So if I don't feel like doing something, I will not do it. And for me, the Philippines is not a project that I have to complete. I don't have to see all the islands. I don't have to go from north to south. Nothing of this. I mean, it would have been nice to buy a motorbike and explore around with a motorbike and make different videos, different episodes, but it didn't work out. And in addition to that, I wasn't feeling well. Sorry guys, if I don't make more videos in the Philippines. I would have loved to show you more and more and more, but at the moment my happiness and my mental health is the real priority. So after all this explanation, what are my future plans? What am I gonna do in the coming days, weeks and months? Well, as I said, I'm back in Thailand, so I will definitely enjoy Thailand right now, which feels very much like home to me. For sure, I will travel around. I will check out Chiang Mai very soon, stay in Bangkok, go down to Phuket. I'm gonna spend the Songkran together with Ploy. So I'm gonna soak in and enjoy Thailand, because now it's pretty much the last month of the high season. And then starting from May, June, it will start to rain much more. So I will just just take the best of Thailand right now. Also, I just shipped my motorbike from Phuket to Bangkok. It should arrive tonight, so I will definitely reunite with my Africa twin as well and just drive around and enjoy Thailand. But maybe the next month I would like to bring my bike down to Malaysia. I never really explored Malaysia and would be really nice to do with the motorbike, so let's see. Perhaps also catch a flight to Bali, come back to Bali a little bit, which is also a place that I really love. But let's also see how I feel. I don't want to plan too much. I will just go with the flow in the coming weeks and months. But yeah, that's it for this video. I think the main reason of sharing this personal thing, especially sharing my struggle with mental health, social anxiety, depression, is that I know it's very common, especially amongst expat and people living abroad. I'm not saying that everybody has social anxiety like me or depression, but many people have their own little mental health issue. So I hope that by sharing it and by being vulnerable and transparent, it make you feel also less lonely, because I've been feeling lonely pretty much all my life. Even when I'm surrounded by a lot of people, sometimes I have this feeling of not being seen, of feeling lonely. So that's something that I've been struggling, as I said, most of my life. So maybe this video will connect us a little bit deeper just over a screen. Maybe you will feel less lonely and less isolated from the rest of the world. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to all this explanation. To my Filipino subscribers, I will definitely come back because I want to definitely check out Palawan and in particular El Nido. I promise that I will come back to the Philippines when I feel like the desire to explore and to see some incredible places again. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments down below, share your thoughts, share your opinions, share your feedback, and I'll see you in the next video from Thailand. Bye bye.
Okay, what a video. I was not expecting this, to be very honest. But yeah, I do like that he's spreading awareness and also, you know, showing it from a creator's perspective. As a travel content creator, I can relate as well. And I told you, like, I reached a travel fatigue and then just decided to stop traveling. I didn't travel for like 4 months, 5 months, which is a lot for me. And I was like, no, I can't do it. I just don't feel the spark. I don't feel the fire. I don't feel the desire. I just want to connect with friends and I just want to spread my roots and have a home and just be instead of just move around all the time. And yeah, let me know what you think about it. I personally have to say kudos, well done. And yeah, you can always come back to the Philippines. I feel like you should never push yourself, you should never pressure yourself, especially there is this guilt when you are a travel content creator where you are experiencing the most beautiful places in the world, you have such memorable experiences, and then you feel guilty because you know that other people are sitting there in the office and can't travel that much. So you're just like, I should be happy, why am I not happy? And then you feel more guilty and more guilty. So it's very important to prioritize your mental health no matter what you do in life. Always take a step back, meditate, and take it easy. You don't have to push, no pressure. That was it for today. Definitely check out my channel Nelly's Life, which will pop up right here, where I share my travel, food, and lifestyle adventures of like living in Asia, I guess, and everywhere else. And yeah, that was it. If you want to see more behind the scenes, check out my Instagram. And that was it for today. I'll see you guys next time here on What's Up Philippines. Bye bye.